Hey everybody, NecroVMX here, and it's time for a GameCube collection update. Now you might have noticed that I did not do a GameCube collection update last week. That's because I didn't get any games last week. Sorry. Had a really big lunch. A little indigestion. Usually on Saturdays, part of the day that, when I'm going out, part of the day is hunting for GameCube games, but I was hanging out with a friend on Saturday, and they don't have any GameCube games in the area that we were in. So what I did instead is when I got home, I went on eBay because I had that itch. I needed to go game hunting, and although not all of the games that I bought on eBay have arrived, some of them have. So I'm going to show you those now. Now, it's interesting. I bought a bunch of Resident Evil games, mostly because they're not too common. The Resident Evil games for Genesis, listen to me, for GameCube are not really all that common. Some of them are pretty rare, so I'll show you what I got. Here I have Resident Evil 2, and I got this one. I actually got this one on the N64. Let me see if I have the cartridge handy. Oh. GoldenEye, Star Fox, Turok, Doom. Gotta be one of these. Bloody hell. Where is it? Alright, well, I don't know where Resident Evil 2 is, but I do have it on the N64. But here it is for GameCube. This one's not too common. I got this on eBay. I forgot what I paid for it, but it was a really reasonable price. And notice, I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't shrink wrap. This is a new copy. And it isn't that cheap shrink wrap that isn't really shrunk to the package. This is like the original. So that's pretty cool. And in another auction, I got these two games. I got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which is actually a somewhat fairly rare game. Now this one, it's probably used. I can tell that it's been used, but it's in pretty good condition, so that's pretty cool. And in that same auction, I got Resident Evil 4, which, I probably should have had a long time ago. This is one of the few GameCube games that comes in 2 discs. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, let me show you what I got today. Actually, before I show you what I got today for GameCube, I wanted to say something. I got a PlayStation 2 game here that I just bought today, which I'm probably going to be the first thing I play after I finish this video. It's Guitar Hero Metallica. Now, I'm a big fan of Guitar Hero, as you might know, and as if you can't tell from the fucking towel hanging on the wall, I'm a big Metallica fan. Now, when this was announced, it was like, you know how like they have the ads and then on the bottom it says what systems is for, and it said like Xbox 360, and it said PlayStation 3, and it said Wii. And it did say PlayStation 2, but I'm like, how could they not have it for PS2? I mean, that's the largest fan base for Guitar Hero games. That's where the series started. That's where most people would prefer to buy it, because they already have the controllers. And not only that, but it's based on the engine for World Tour, so it definitely could handle it. And the people at GameStop told me that it was not coming out for PS2. And I was actually preparing to get it for the Wii, which is a pain in the ass, because then I'd have to get a new controller, which I did kind of need a new controller, because my whammy bar's fucked. But I saw it in the store today, and it's like, what the fuck? I thought this wasn't coming out for PS2. And this is a used copy, no less. Or at least it claimed to be a used copy. I think they gave me a new one by mistake, because this has shrink wrap on it. But I ain't complaining. I got it for pretty cheap. Okay, I went to 2 GameStops today, actually. At the first GameStop, I got a must-have. I got Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, and I paid $18 for that, which I think is a bit steep because it's a first-generation game, kind of like Luigi's Mansion. Actually, I think it came out a little bit after, but it's a first-generation title. I don't know if it was a launch title, but I think it was, actually. But, whatever. I got Ultimate Spider-Man. I've wanted to play this one. I've played it, but I've wanted to own it. I got this for my friend Brandon for Christmas one year, or maybe it was his birthday, I don't fucking know. And we played it at my place for quite a while, and I was impressed by it. And I was a big fan of the Spider-Man 2 on GameCube, so I don't know why I never got this until now, but I saw it. Now, here's a real find. This is a game for GameCube that's really rare. This is Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and it's also one of the few GameCube games to come on 2 discs. And this is interesting. I paid $30 for this, which for a used game might seem kind of steep, but the usual going price on eBay for a used copy of it, complete with the inserts, is usually more like $60 because it's rare. So that's a hell of a find. And even though I was content with those 3 games and the 3 games that I got off eBay, I went to the other GameStop just to see if they had anything interesting. I wasn't really planning to spend much money there unless, I was planning to maybe get 1 or 2 really cheap games. But then I saw these 2, and these are real finds. I wound up spending quite a lot. But these are 2 games that were not commercially released, and they're really rare because of that. Here I have the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, and this is... This has 4 games on it. It has the original Legend of Zelda, and it has Zelda 2 Adventure of Link. Those are both for NES. And it has The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for N64. And it also has a demo of Wind Waker, which is interesting. And speaking of which, I also got this, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for GameCube, which includes the Master Quest, which I've never played. And I kind of look forward to playing that, because I'm a big Zelda fan. And I really did like Ocarina of Time quite a lot. It's not my favorite Zelda, but it's in like the top 4, I guess. So, these are 2 games that were not supposed to be released in stores. As a matter of fact, on the back here you can say not for resale, it says. This one's covered by a sticker. But, this, it says right on the front, promotional disc. Oh, there it is, not for resale. These are not supposed to be sold in stores. And as a matter of fact, due to it saying not for resale, they're not supposed to buy and then resell used copies of it. But it's kind of a good thing that they did because I got it. I spent $30 on each of them, which seems like a lot, but considering the prices I've seen them go for on eBay, especially the collector's edition, I think it was a bargain. So, all in all, this week, a really big haul. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 GameCube games, and several of them that I'm looking forward to playing, but I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to hook up the PS2 and play some fucking Guitar Hero Metallica. So I'm going to get on that. So that's my GameCube update for this week. See you next week.